where we encourage young people to engage in entrepreneurship and social development. When Zainab called me with respect to the spelling bee competition, she told me that she would like me to speak to you about why Council Consult supports the Fct Spelling Bee Competition. That wasn't difficult for me to do because I work with teenagers on an official level, so it's something that I am very familiar with. But by way of tendency for you to want to maintain, there's a tendency for you to want to be like everybody else. There's a tendency for you to, for instance, when you're supposed to, you admire Mr. Stanley's accent. But when you are in school and you're in class and you want to speak like that, your parents tend to tell you, why are you forming? You know, and then they bring you down to their level. Now, when that happens over time, the spirit to strive for more departs, and then you settle and you become like everybody else. But trust me when I tell you this, when you settle and you become like everybody else, nothing spectacular will shine about you. And then when we are looking for people that stand out, we will not find you. Why? Because you all are at the same level. But if you have that spirit of continuously striving for something that is beyond your level, that will make you stand out. And when you stand out, when you stick out, it will be easy for us to spot you. Now, the spelling bee competition is a forum that will help you stand out. I know most of you have seen this book, have watched this movie, Akila and the Bee. That's like the most popular movie on spelling bees and things like that. I don't even think there are other movies. I know there has to be other movies on spelling bee competitions and things like that. But I want you to know something. Something stood that young girl out. How many of you have seen that movie? If you haven't seen it and you are here to spell, trust me, you are on the wrong bus. I want to believe that we all have seen that. But something stood that young girl out. That was the fact that she understood, although it was difficult for her, but at some point she understood that she needed to acquire something that her parents did not have. That was why she went to that man who was far above her level. And the guy put her through, tutored her to the point where she was able to stand out. Now, what I want to point out to you is that you must continuously strive for something that is beyond your level. If you're going to stand out, if you're going to make it, not just being good academically, if you're going to stand out academically, number one, and then in other areas of life, you must understand that you must find that thing that makes you stand out. For some of you, might be your ability to handle things. For instance, there are words that will be thrown at you at this competition that some of your parents in school have not come across. But somehow you've come across them. Why? Because you read, you watch things, you read newspapers, you've read books, and things like that. But you must understand that this is the platform, that platform that you might be looking for. You see, sometimes when we are looking for things, we tend to go far to get them. But most times what we're looking for might just be right in front of us. This might be the platform that will stand you out in life. So if you came here just because this is one of those competitions that you're selected,
next street,
if you don't take the first position, you know, but you must have a different mindset about it. If you came here with that mindset, by the time I'm done with what I'm saying, in these 10 minutes, I want you to reassess your mindset and adopt a fresh mindset. Because this might just be that competition. This might be that platform that will stand you out. That platform that will take you beyond the level of being just somebody who is seated here about to spell some words. So I want to challenge you. Take this as a challenge. Take this as a challenge. Take it as a challenge. This is your platform. Make the most of it. Someone said something. He said, when opportunity meets preparedness, success is better. This is your opportunity, and I hope you are prepared. Because when you fuse these two things together, you will become successful. Thank you very much. I don't want to take most of it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you very much, Mr. Ike. Now, let's just do locomotive for him. Thank you. All right, while he was speaking, schools joining us, and I'd like to introduce those schools. We have students from JSS Jikoyi. Please a round of applause while we clap. JSS Jikoyi. You're welcome. Thank you, Cesar. We also have students from JSS Wuse Zone 3. Thank you. You're welcome. We also have students from JSS Idu. You're welcome. And lastly, we have students from GSS Guarimpa Estate. You're welcome. You have your seat. Alright, we're moving on. And right now we're going to be introducing our judges. And as we introduce them, they will be taking up their seats on the podium. And also, we'll also introduce Mr. Onu to come as the timekeeper and also to give us the rules of the spelling bee for today. So I'll start by introducing the head judge. Is Dr. Philip Imo. Linguistics and Language Department, National State University. You're very welcome, sir. Keep clapping. Also, we have another judge. He's going to be our dictionary judge. In case you misspell the word, we really want to check it out and give you the right spelling. Okay, so Mr. Stanley Bentu of UFM. So, I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Ikena, Ayadike, Finally, I'll be introducing the timekeeper for today's Fct Spelling Bee. He's the timekeeper for today, and he's also going to expel out the rules of the competition. It's by name Onu Davidson from Education and Education.
Okay, so I'm Onu Davidson, as introduced, Education as a Vaccine. Hope you can all hear me now. Okay, I'm going to timekeeping and I'll read out the rules of the competition for you all. We have 20 rules here for you, and I would like everyone to take notes attentively. So I know all students must arrive at the venue of the competition on time and be duly registered before the competition begins or risk elimination. 2. There shall be no clapping at all until the end of the competition. 3. The competition will feature one head judge, one dictionary judge, one record judge, and a timekeeper as officials. The head judge will say the word to be spelled, and the speller can ask to hear it again or for its definition. The speller can also ask the judge to use it in a sentence. 5. When a word is pronounced by the judge, the speller shall repeat the word, spell it, and repeat it again. 6. An incorrect spelling will be allotted by the head judge and the correct spelling given. Time up will be signified by the sound of the bell. Spellers will be issued numbers before the competition and will only be addressed by their numbers throughout the competition. A student can stop in the middle of spelling a word and start over, but he or she must not change the letters that he or she has already spelled or risk elimination. Students who misspell their words will be eliminated. If all students misspell their words in a round, there will be no elimination and the round will start over. 10. When only 2 students are left in the competition, if the first student fails a word, the other student must misspell the word and also spell the next word in the list. If he or she fails at this, the other student gets to spell a new word. There will be 4 rounds of screening in the competition, with the first round written and all others oral. The written round of the competition will be conducted off the stage and all other rounds will be conducted on the stage. Incorrect spellers will leave the stage so that the round continues. At the end of each round, the head judge will officially announce the numbers of students that will continue. Rounds will continue until the overall winner emerges. 13. Each speller has exactly 10 seconds to provide the proper spelling during the written screening. This time begins from the second the official pronounces the word. Students are not allowed to ask for meaning of words, origin, and sentence usage in this round. All students will be issued writing materials and must write legibly in block letters during the first round written screening. At the end of the written screening, all students must submit their sheets immediately after. All students must stop spelling at the end of the time limit for each word or risk elimination. Each speller has exactly 15 seconds in the second, third, and fourth screening rounds, respectively. That is the oral round. This time begins from the second the student begins to spell the word. All students must begin spelling the words within 10 seconds of the judge's pronunciation or risk elimination from the competition. 30 students, 10 students, and 3 students are eligible to qualify for the second, third, and fourth round, respectively. As the competition progresses, so does the difficulty of the words in use. A speller may not be held accountable for spelling a homonym if the judge fails to distinguish the words properly. And finally, the winner will be declared by the head judge at the end of the competition, and all the spellers will then return to the stage for applause and gifts. Thank you very much.
You've heard the rules, right? So, warm up a little bit. This is the time to separate the sheep from the wolves. We're going to take the first round test now, the written test. You have your books, right?
Monday.
Okay, I'll introduce Zainab, Miss Zainab Haruna, to take you through the process, all you need to do for this first round. But remember, you're going to be addressed by your numbers, not your names, So if you are to write, for identification purpose, you write your numbers only. Did you hear that? Your numbers only. Is there anybody here without a number? You are all numbered, right? Which school came last? GSS, Jimbo, you all have numbers? Okay. So you take your sheet of paper now, and she's going to read out 30 words for you. You write the spelling of those words. No interruption in between. You write what you hear. I believe she's going to be very audible.
way. Then we're going to ask the students to rearrange. So from number one, you should be seated there. Switch with number 2. So where's number 10? Is that 11? So switch yourselves. Find where you're supposed to sit and switch. I'm trying to rearrange you. So is that 11? Hello? Where's 11? Okay. Where's 12? Where's 13? Where's 14? Hold on, 14. You might still retain your seat. So 12 is seated here. 12. Yes, sit there. 13? You're here. 13. 14. Hello, 14. Yes, 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. Follow 21. 23. Follow 22. There's no seat there. Okay. 26. 27. 32. 33. 41. Excuse me. 48.
Yeah, among these.
49.
And just write down.
50.
What's the last number? Please come.
51.
You write your number. What's the last number? Come and meet me.
53.
No, you need pen. No pen.
55.
Have you seen it?
So 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. Sit under your seat. What time we gave you? Oh, you want to? Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. 64. Where's 65? 66. 67. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 76.
I hope your pens are writing. No excuse, though. Auntie, my pen wasn't writing. I hope your pens are writing. Good pens, not just pens. Good pens. Ready pens. And you have a note to write on. Okay.
And make sure you write legibly.
Yeah, in block letters.
Please.
In
Block
block
letters
letters.
means capital letters. Yeah? Write legibly.
Okay, so
Put your hands together as I welcome Mr. Emmanuel Ohimokai of Please, sir, there's a seat at the high table for you. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is all of the pleasantries, and we will now get down to business. Does everyone sure I should go ahead? Okay. So number 1, rotund. 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 Please note that you can't ask for spelling for definition for anything at this stage. Okay, so time's up. Number 2, accrue. Number 2, accrue. Number 2, accrue. Time up, pens up. Number 3, obesity. Number 3, obesity. Number 3, obesity. Time up. Number 4, orthodox. Number 4, orthodox. Number 4, orthodox. Time up. Who is still writing? Somebody please keep writing. I want to disqualify somebody. You people are too obedient. Now Number 5, skewer. Number 5, skewer. Number 5, time up. Number 6, flame. Number 6, flame. Number 6, flame. Time up. Number 7, I see you. I see what you're doing there. I see you. Number 7, pronunciation. 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 Number 8, applause. 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 Time up. Number 9, Saturn. Number 9, Saturn. Number 9, Saturn. Time up. Number 10, scholar. Number 10, scholar. Number 10, scholar. Time up. 11, adhere. 11, adhere. 11, they are going to say 11, adhere. 11, time up. 12, oblivion. 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 Time up. 13, nausea. 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 Time up. 14, potpourri. 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 Time up. 15, occasion. 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 Time up. 16, austerity. 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 Time up. Let me see your pens. Let me see your pens. 17, bulletin. 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 Time up. 18, alibi. 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 Time up. 19, expatiate. 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 Time up. Pens up. Let me see it. 20, prolific. 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 Pens up. 21, scissors. 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 22, oolong. Oolong. 22, oolong. Ignoble. 24, so that's time up. Pens up, pens up. 24, inundate. 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 Time up. Pens up, people. 25, medley. Medley. medley, medley. Time up. Let me see the pens. Let me see the pens. 26. Hippopotamus. 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 Time up. 27. Laden. 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 20. Time up. Time up. 28. Malign. 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 Time up. Who's still writing? Who's still writing? I haven't disqualified anybody. Okay. 29. Atrium. 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 Time up. 30. Curiosity. 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 So time up. Let me see the pens. Let me see the pens. Who's still writing? Who's still writing? Somebody please still be writing. Okay, so where are my ushers? Ushers, please pass your paper to the right of me. So pass your papers this way. Pass your papers this way to the last person. To the last person. Pass it to the last person. Just pass it. The ushers will come by in a second and collect it. Pass it to the last person. Do we have all of them? Do we have all? Okay, thank you very much. So that's the end of the first round. We will now move on to next stage is deciding essentially who gets to sit on one of those seats. How many people have played the Adora game? How many people have played? Who hasn't played? Okay, so
Even if you can't play before we finish reading, you still have the right to play, like afterwards, okay? So the first 10 needs to go now. So you can come this way, please. You guys have not played. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you guys have not played. Okay, so you can come.
Good morning once again. Good morning once again. This is the Fct Spelling Bee Competition 2015, and we have 10 schools here present and their teachers, and we have judges from different universities and phases of life. The first school I have here with me is GSS Gary K, and I have the teacher Mrs. Bello Falilat. I'm going to be asking you, Mrs. Bello, you can come up please. Mrs. Bello, this is one of the best competitions that engages the students and engages their mind and their intellect. What are your expectations from your students in this spelling competition?
100%.
100%. Okay. And also, do you think your students are very prepared for this competition?
Best of my knowledge, part of my students, rest assured that they are very, very good.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bello. All right, we've heard from Mrs. Bello. She said that students are very, very prepared, but I have to hear from the student herself. So I'm going to call on Jelilat Abubakar. Jemilat. I think I'll just stick to the numbers, okay? Contestant 005. What are you expecting from this competition? Do you think you will win?
I think I can make it.
you can make it? Are you very prepared?
Yes, I'm very prepared.
Okay, so
Speak loud. Sorry. Jamila, we can't hear you.
yeah. In all of the 20 questions or 30 questions that you've spelled in the first round, how many do you think you can get?
I think I can get 25%.
25 out of 30. So I think she's very prepared. Thank you very much, Jamila. All right, that is from GSS Gariki. We'll take a break and then we'll call up the other students. I have the teacher and students. I have the teacher and the student from JSS Model Maitama. They are here to participate in the Fct Spelling Bee Competition 2015. I'll go to the teacher first. Sir, what are your expectations towards the Fct Spelling Bee 2015 as regards your students?
My expectation is that regards the Spelling Bee 2015 of the GSS Model Maitama. We're having a very high expectation that will come first position, because before now we have been doing extremely great.
Thank you very much. I'll go to the student. How are you? Contestant 031. You're really very prepared for this spelling bee competition. Okay, so out of the 30 questions, how many do you think you will get out of the 30? 25. She said 25, so she's very prepared. Okay, have you been preparing before now, or you just came up, you just wanted to do this by yourself, or your teacher prepared you?
My teacher actually prepared us 3 weeks ahead of the date.
3 weeks ahead of the day. So you have great preparation.
From this time on, like they said, I'll be encouraged to read more. Although I've already read, I've been reading, but I'll be encouraged to read more and also come out for more competitions to represent my school and excel.
Thank you very much. Expectations from this spelling bee competition as regards to the teacher now. What are your expectations concerning your students as regards the spelling bee competition 2015?
My expectations towards my students for this spelling bee is I expect them to do well. I expect them to do very, very well and to put in their best, and of course to come out tops of the competition.
Thank you very much. Do you think your students are very, very prepared for this competition?
Yes, I think they are.
Thank you very much. To the students, how do you feel participating in this competition?
Excited. It's actually my first time.
Wow, this is your first time?
Yes, it is.
But your school has been participating, not your first time? Okay. Alright, so how well prepared do you think you are?
I'm very prepared because my mom is actually a teacher. She has guided me. My parents have brought me books on how to spell, and I've been prepared. It's been rough,
As regards the last round, how would you assess your performance as regards the last round that you just finished?
very good.
Very good.
I got no less than 27. I'm sure in overall 27. I got no less than that.
Your expectations from your students in this spelling bee competition?
Actually, I'm expecting something very good from them because I believe they really work hard for this competition. So I'm expecting.
To know what to say, be like
but I'm coming here to see that it's very different and good condition.
Yeah. Is this your first time?
No, actually my second.
Your second time. Okay. How would you assess your performance from the last round that you just undertook?
Well, I think I did my best, and I left the rest for my fit.
Okay. So out of the 30 questions, how many do you think you spelled well?
Well, to say the truth, I think I did very well, and I think I'll get like 27, 28.
27, 28. Thank you very much. What are your expectations as regards this competition from your students?
My expectation is to have the best from this competition.
To come top. Okay. Do you think your students are well prepared for this competition based on your own assessment?
Yes.
They are well prepared. Thank you very much. So the student, how do you feel participating in this competition?
I feel great. I feel honored.
You feel honored and great. Wow. Do you think you're well prepared for this competition individually, not as a school?
Yes. Because we had lots of rehearsals.
How would you assess your performance in the last round that you just...
I think I tried my best.
You tried your best?
Yes.
So out of 30 words, how many do you think you spelled correctly?
I think we should get rather 25, 27.
25 to 27. I'll have to check your sheet to know that, but thank you very much.
It's my second time.
Second time. How well prepared are you?
I think I'm
Very, very prepared. Okay, so how do you feel participating in this competition?
I'm overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed.
I wasn't expecting to be able to get I was participate in this competition.
But you found yourself here and you're honored. So in the last round, how would you assess your performance?
I think I did
Pretty good. So out of 30 questions, 30 words, how many do you think you spelled correctly? 28. Wow. So the teacher, man, judging that you prepared your students very well for this competition, what are your expectations as regards their performance?
to give all the best as usual.
So out of 1 to 100%, rate your students. Okay. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. What are your expectations as regards these competitions from your students?
I'm expecting to take the lead because preparation and rehearsals.
Okay. How old are you?
Can you give him a round of
12. Is this your first time? Yes, this is your first time. Okay, how do you feel being here? Sound. Nice. Okay, so how would you rate your performance in the last round? 99%. So you spelled like 29 out of 30 questions. Wow. Next one. Thank you very much. A round of applause. I think you're well prepared.
Yes, I'm excellently prepared.
Yeah, excellently prepared.
Yes.
Okay, how do you feel being here?
I feel really excited to have this opportunity to showcase our talent.
Okay, so in the last performance, in the last round, how would you assess your performance?
Assess my performance 28.
28.
Yes.
That's like 28 words spelled correctly out of 30.
Yes.
Wow, that's very good. Okay, to the teacher, I know with the look of things, I think your students are well prepared, and that's from thanks to you. So how would you rate, what are your expectations from them towards this competition?
Are we together?
First of all, we want to thank
Are we together?
this great opportunity and the sponsors so far.
So,
in my own rating,
I hope that when you
take to make it
top. So we're expecting like the first position from you guys. Okay, I look forward to that. Thank you very much. Take it again this year. Wow, nice. So how do you feel as the last winner of the competition? That's for 2014, and you're here again. How do you feel being here?
It looks nice. It's an honor to be chosen also.
To be chosen again to come and participate. Okay, how would you rate your performance in the last round? So you spelled how many words out of 30?
the bad guy.
28 or 29. So I'm expecting to see you on the podium. Nice. So teacher, I know you are proud to be here and you're proud to come represent again. So how well prepared do you think your students are?
Well, I just like what you saw last year. I think we are prepared times 2 of the previous preparation.
So what are your expectations from your students?
Well, I was, and I'm still expecting we clear all the positions.
Clear all the positions. So that's like first, second, and third. Thank you very much. Good luck. Grace Garden. Grace Garden. Okay. Contestant 014. I saw you getting serious and spelling. Okay, how do you feel being here? Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
This is your first time. So how do you feel being here in the spelling bee competition?
I feel good.
You feel good? Do you feel like a killer right now? Okay, so how would you rate your performance in the last round?
It was very good.
So how many words do you think you spelled already?
25, 26.
25, 26. So I'm expecting to see you on the podium. Yeah, good luck. To the teacher, I know you must have prepared them so well for this competition. So what are your expectations from your students in this competition?
Well, I expect us to ace it. Thank you very much. A round of applause for him again.
So tops. Okay. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, now at this time, Mr. Emmanuel Ohemekari, pardon me for that, wants to have a word with us. How many of you were happy with Uncle Stanley because he didn't have an accent and you were wondering if he's from Nigeria? This is someone else who has been on TV and doesn't have an accent and he's from Nigeria. A round of applause for him as he comes forward to speak to us.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, children. Good morning, children. Good morning, sir. Hello. Hi. I'm very glad to be here. How many of you have seen me on TV before? If you have seen me. And you've seen me on TV? I didn't know I was this popular. Thank you very much. Welcome. My name is Emmanuel. I like calling my African name too. My name is Emmanuel. Who knows my African name? Yeah? Who can pronounce it? Who can? Somebody's trying to pronounce it there.
Emmanuel.
Oh, please clap for her. Please clap for her. Clap for her very well. Now, I'm very happy about this. I've only seen this on television, and I was very glad when Auntie Zainab invited me to join you. I told her I was very busy, and I said I would try and show my face. And that's what I've done. Most importantly, I'm very happy that people are learning how to spell. Beyond learning how to spell, you should also learn how to speak. Because if you know how to spell and you don't know how to speak, you are incomplete. Isn't it? You are very incomplete. So please try